It has been a pleasure magicking with you.
Okay, can we play like silly magic now? All right, let's roll for life totals.
Roll for life total. Interesting. Okay, no, I completely understand.
Oh, look at that. 19 and 19?
19 and 19.
We are good at this game already.
I love it.
And then, so we gotta shuffle everything back in.
We're making a French deck.
It's a French deck?
It's red, white, and blue, the colors. Colors of France.
It's also the colors of America.
As well. However, viva la France. All right, so let's mush our mega decks together.
Okay.
Let's just draw 7 for ourselves, just in whatever order.
The rules technically state that you draw 11, but you can only look at 8 of them.
11, interesting. At the start of
And
the
so you have to, so just pick which 8 you want to look at. And these are the surprise cards.
These are the surprise cards. Okay, great.
And how do we decide who goes first?
Oh, you can go first.
We have to do a smile off.
That was so hard. A smile of who lost? Did you crack first?
I think
Or was
I don't know.
Does that count
Judge.
as a smile? Judge?
Judge.
Who won?
It must be like Allie cracked first.
I think I cracked first, so I think
Okay.
you go first.
I think it might be worse to go first here.
So question, if I have an instant, can I hijack your mana? Like if you play...
Yes. Whoever, if you say I act first, you get the mana.
So
then
you
I
have to
can
just jump on it?
No, not
Okay.
like literally. You're not gonna like beat the crap. It's like when you're playing hide and seek and someone runs behind a door, so you just shut it right in the child's hand because I don't want to be tagged. Okay, so I'm going to go with a mountain. When do
From our
these come
thing.
into play?
Those come into play, it's a secret for right now.
Oh, okay. I think when one of us is in a tight spot, we'll know.
Yeah, we'll
Have
just,
one feel.
you'll just
Tell
sort
me.
of instinctually know. Okay, so I'm going to play an island and play a bronze sable.
Interesting. Is that just a 2/1?
He's just a 2/1 artifact creature.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pass the turn back to you.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and encrust this.
You're gonna encrust it.
All right. It doesn't untap during its untap step.
Wait, let me see if there's anything I can do without mana.
I think that you get to, at any point, play a secret card.
Okay, YOLO, man. Let's see what
Okay.
happens. Wall of Frost and Encrust. So I'm gonna cast Wall of Frost with its little-known spell ability.
Oh, really? What does that do?
Well, so like a spell is sort of the opposite of a creature, right?
Yes.
And so when Wall of Frost blocks, the creature doesn't untap. So just
Yes,
follow my
yes.
logic.
No,
okay.
totally. I'm
If you're following the logic, since it's the opposite of that, I can untap this permanently because it's a permanent.
Okay, so,
So it undoes what the encrusted.
in response,
Oh no, more secret
let's get
cards.
some more mana out there. I passed the turn. I think you and I might be the only people like having a lot of fun. Like everyone else, like what? What?
Okay, so now I'm gonna play the first planes of the game. So now we have that going for us.
Okay.
So what would you say? How powerful would you say a frog is?
It depends on how civilized the frog is.
What if it's like a really civilized frog?
7.
A 7. Okay. I'm going to turn this into a frog.
Does this turn to frog? It literally says turn to frog, doesn't it?
Yes. You know, it would be a 1/1, but
Is
we
it a
have already
7/7?
determined that it's a 7/7. And I'm going to attack with my 7/7 frog sable.
You know, I think I'm just gonna have to rely purely on the response to the frog, which, as you might know, is can this frog overcome a mountain?
See that now? That's a good question. Now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. I'm going to also respond from the secret pile with a divine favor.
What favor can I do for you?
Well, I would like to be able to pass your mountain, please.
I'm gonna go down to 12.
Yes.
It's the little victories.
Okay. I'm gonna play an Aeronaut Tinkerer.
What does that do?
He has flying as long as I control an artifact, which it's technically a frog right now.
Oh, is he not a frog anymore? Is he back?
Well, at the end of the turn, he'll turn back into an artifact, but technically he's still a frog.
Of course.
But
It does
by
say
the
till
rules
end
of
turn.
silly magic.
All right, I'm just gonna begin untapping in advance.
While you're doing that, we've reached the phase of the game, the well-known phase of the game, where the piles grow. And you can now use up to 3 cards
From the pile,
from the
just
secret pile
begin
as well.
hurling them out. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, being
Just gonna
the man
do
of
it?
3, let me just use the first one. Amphin Path Mage.
Sounds powerful.
You can block it if you can say a complicated tongue twister.
Sally sells seashells died by the seashore.
Okay. In order to advance this game forward, I'm gonna lava axe you for 5.
Oh no. Yeah. You totally did that.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have no responses.
And because I played another spell this turn, I will cast Illusory Angel, who's quite good.
So I'm guessing since it's an illusion, you can make it whatever you want.
I want it to be exactly what it claims to be and be a 4/4 because I like to take people at face value.
See, you could be saying that, and I wouldn't know if you're telling the truth or not because it's an illusion.
Well, no, but I couldn't do that because I need to be self-consistent. You got to take this, what I'm saying, at face value. This is
Okay,
a 4/4.
but if you trick me, you're trying to next level me here.
Level you in silly magic, like I'm going to become a bastard. Just like slip the dark steel citadel here, where it's indestructible. It's a creature, it doesn't do anything, but I just want you to know that it's indestructible, and the illusory angel lives there.
I think that like
Attached as an enchantment.
your board state's really intimidating right now.
Yeah.
You have an illusory angel that lives in an indestructible fortress.
Yeah, but he's only a 4/4.
And I have something that was a frog very recently and now is sort of a Weasley type thing that is enchanted with a wall of frost and also encrusted. Yeah, I think you're winning. I think you're, and this never resolved. This has been trying to resolve the entire time.
No, you look. I gave you the favor.
Oh, you gave me the favor.
I
Okay,
let you
yeah,
pass
yeah.
through.
Oh yeah, you let me pass
You don't
through.
just get to keep the favor out in play.
Oh, I was trying to be
In fact,
sneaky.
you owe me a favor now.
Okay,
I'm gonna hold on to this for when I need it.
totally. That's fair. So I'm going to cast a Staff of the Flame Mages. Seems sort of innocuous, right?
What is it?
But I know the Flame Mages.
You know.
I know the actual Flame Mages. Or is it Magus? Magus sounds
I don't know. You
more-
know him? Don't you know?
I know him, but he doesn't go by Flame Magus. Goes by
In
like
your cell phone, you're like, hey, Flame Mages.
goes by like Pete or something.
Peter.
Peter the Flame.
I'm the Flame Mages. All right, so you know
So I
Steve.
know him. I mean, like we're not tight.
Your Facebook friends, you just like, oh, that's an interesting photo from spring
Yeah.
break,
So, but
Steve.
I know enough about him to know what his powers are. If there are any secrets, they're all revealed at once, and so we have to reveal these. And they all go onto the stack in the order that we reveal them.
And the person who wins the whole
Who wins
game,
the stack? Yeah, you have to win the stack.
win the stack. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
First, my Ornithopter takes flight pointlessly in the air.
And an island happens.
An island just happens.
It just happens. It's just sort of like.
Happens to be floating in the sky. My Ornithopter's so blown away that he's reached
No, there's just more islands.
islands in the Hallelujah Mountains.
Okay, and so now Hydra Surge, which is very on point for the storyline so far.
Poor Ornithopter, he just gets sprayed in the
yeah,
face.
so all these islands that have been happening here, the Hydra Surge just and like sprays it up, and the Ornithopter no longer has flying.
My Ornithopter, knowing that he needs to lead me to a path of victory, discovers a way to get some loose change from a rummaging goblin.
Stay with
to
it. Stay with
the
it.
bus.
Nimbus of the Isles. So Nimbus of the Isles. So we're in an island situation here, and Nimbus of the Isles, based on the name Isles, is doing well in this situation. This is its sort of home situation. It lives on islands.
Yes, it sees a flying Ornithopter.
I feel like I'm winning right now.
Well, we have the Ornithopter who's currently taking change to get into a bus, and he flies
Hopefully
by
that's a bus.
the Isle of Nimbus and just
plane.
says,
Well, he's out of the water.
well,
he got
says-
out of the water.
Says your fashion sense is just too plain.
Nimbuses are well known as very sensitive creatures. So you totally countered my Nimbus with that. All right, so now I'm gonna go and Geist of the Moors. So Geist of the Moors is more of whatever is here. It's just more.
Okay, we have more islands and more Nimbuses.
Yeah, everything doubles.
So our Ornithopter has one more hope left.
Yep.
So he solemnly asks if we can agree that we both won. Silly magic.
Yes.
It's a pleasure battling with you twice.
What did I have? Oh, I just had an island.
You're just like,
Yes!
Look, I still have more islands. Jesus, are you listening to the story? Like,
It was a good split.